What's up everyone, Erica
and Erica's mom, Debbie,
here today with another video for you. Welcome back to my channel, friends. If this is by chance the first time you are stuck.
Be quiet!
Okay, sorry.
Be nice.
Be nice to me.
That's great. I'm gonna leave that in the video.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Welcome back to my channel, friends. If this is by chance the first time you are clicking on one of my videos, welcome. My name is Erica, and if you are not new, you've been around before, I also want to thank you for clicking on today's video. For today's video, one of my best friends, Jasem over at AwesomeJasem, is hosting his second annual DisGiving collaboration. The beauty of this collaboration that Jasem so geniusly, is that even a word, that he put together is, you know, a lot of us have made really close friendships with a bunch of people here in the community, and as much as I wish that I could get together with some of my closest friends and have a real Friendsgiving all together, this is the next best thing, and we all kind of create a dish and then we're all sharing it. We are all getting together and we are creating recipes. Literally, it's whatever we wish. I think some people are putting Disney spins on it. For today's video, we are not putting a Disney spin on it. Last year, my mom helped me put together a charcuterie board. I will have that video linked if you're interested. But today, we're going to be showing you how we make, you know, traditional tamales. This video was a little bit more all over the place than last year. I'm gonna apologize for that now. Juliana is in the mix a lot. I think she also got to my camera settings a little bit, so the video gets a little bit lower in quality throughout the end of the video. So I'm apologizing for like the sound and the visual that will be happening later on in the video, mom life. But I am really excited to share with you guys this kind of like a family tradition. We haven't done it the last couple of years. It is something that I have really fond memories of, so I'm really excited to share it all with you guys. I will let you know that the tamales were incredible and there are none left. There are none left as of now. We usually make closer to like 200 tamales, and this time we only made like 30. But that's still a lot to go through in like less than a week. You guys are definitely gonna wanna stay tuned till the end of the video because of course there's going to be plenty of bloopers. That's what happens when you get my mom and I together. That's going to do it for me. Please don't forget to check the description box to see everyone that is participating in this collab. Huge thank you to Jasem. I love you so much, Jasem. Thank you for including me in this again. And let's get into making these tamales, shall we?
I have enough on here. You like it? That's great. Here, look. Spread it.
Spread it.
We're gonna put more water.
Tea. Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't put it up. That's
Okay. That's probably good enough for right now. What I'm gonna do next is I'm going to get the pork meat and I'm gonna cut it. This is an 8-pound pork shoulder. And what we are gonna be utilizing is 3 pounds.
Because we're only making like...
We're only gonna make about 50 tamales. Ready? So now, this is the pork shoulder and this is what it looks like. So there's a bone in it, and I typically buy it with a bone because the bone gives it more flavor. The skin, I'm gonna cut it and we're gonna cook it with the skin. However, when it's finished, we are going to remove the skin because the skin gives it a lot of yummy flavor.
So you cook it with the skin, but we don't eat the skin.
Correct.
Okay.
Well, this is chicharrón.
Yeah.
So yes, people do eat it.
I know, but not like that, right? Not like boiled.
Some do. Some people, you know, what bucha is, it's all cut up.
Why is this so difficult to do? Just because there's a lot of
It's time consuming because it takes time to cook the meat. But once the meat is done, this takes a long time if you don't buy it prepared. So this is masa preparada, which means it's corn, exactly. And so they put the lard in it, salt, pepper, whatever spices they put in. We always used to obviously make our own. Grandpa did.
Yeah. But for time.
Correct.
say, Grandma, how many bay leaves do we need?
Grandma, what babies you need?
We need 3 of them. Okay. Actually, 2 is fine.
Okay. Should we put them in the water?
Yes.
Okay, come here. Come with me. Hang on to them tight. Drop 1. Don't touch the pot. There you go. Good job.
We're gonna need salt, onion, thyme, oregano, bay leaf, and peppercorn. Okay.
It's hot, so be careful. Hold it with both
Hold it
hands.
with both hands. And we're gonna dump it, Juliana. Erica, you did a fantastic job soaking the hojas.
Very good, honey.
How's your tortilla?
Yep. We're doing them down.
Okay.
What?
Abuse. Did you see that? Abuse. So the meat is cooking.
More.
It has
Okay.
onion. We cut an onion.
Yeah.
We put in 2 teaspoons of comino, 2 teaspoons of freshly ground pepper, 2 teaspoons of oregano, 3 bay leaves,
Now more for me.
3 cloves of garlic.
I did like 5 cloves.
Oh, okay, well it's gonna be garlicky. That's okay.
I
because
love garlic.
Dracula won't come near us then. Okay. I kind of do things by memory, so I just whatever we
Feels
have
right.
feels right, we throw in. Now what we're gonna do while the meat's cooking, we're gonna start making the.
She does it by memory.
Don't touch that, okay?
Stupid. Don't show that, Erica. You have to pretend I know what the F I'm doing. I do know how to do it. I just need to make sure I don't leave anything out. Next, we're gonna do the salsa roja for the pork meat. And what I use is chile pasilla, ancho. Some just say pasilla, and I use guajillo chili pods. And I typically use, I don't know, a couple of each.
Oh,
So
God,
you
the
can do
masa
2 or
smells so
3 of each, whatever you prefer. But if it's your first time making them, I suggest probably just to do maybe a couple of each.
Why,
So
'cause it's
not
too spicy?
Well, what I do is, and you'll see in the video, we're going to de-seed these. So you cut the top,
Yeah.
you de-seed them, rinse them, and then you soak them in water,
Right.
boil them a little bit with
blend
the
it.
spices, and tomato and so on. So, and we'll show you that process as well. And what does it say? So we just took the husks out of the water. The husks were soaking for about an hour because you want them to become soft and pliable. Because when you buy them, they come like this, so they're pretty stiff and dry. So you want their corn husks. So you want them to become pliable. And so the best thing to do, which is what we did, is to boil a pot of hot water and then put them in there. And you want to use something heavy, like a plate, to weigh them down. Otherwise they'll float to the top and it defeats the purpose of doing it. But you want them to soak in hot water for about an hour. So bring the water to the boil, put them in, turn off the heat, and let them sit there for about an hour or 2 hours, or whatever your heart desires. And what we want to do is, after they've been soaking, you want to clean them, of course, and lay them out. Those are seeded and clean.
So in that pot over there, we have 2 cups of pork broth, and we're just gonna add our chiles now. Go ahead, Mom.
Yes.
Take it away.
Thank you. And what you're gonna do is you're just gonna put them in the pork broth and let them boil for about 20 minutes. And just dump them in, and they'll simmer. And just arrange them how you see fit.
But they need to be like submerged.
I prefer for them to be submerged.
Zoe came over when I was opening up the, hojas? And she was like poking around, like she was like, so I let her bite one, and she tried to take it.
She did?
Yeah. If you guys like tamales, you have to let me know down in the comments. I want to know what your favorite is, because there's obviously pork, and then there's beef too, right? And chicken. But the rajas are my favorite.
That's cheese and
Chile.
chilies. All right, so what we're doing now is we are preparing all the dry ingredients for the red chili sauce. So So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the chilies and put them in the blender. I'm not gonna put all of them, just so that you can taste how hot it is, how spicy it is, and then you can decide.
Okay.
But I will pour in, I'm gonna pour in all the liquid. That's probably what it'll look like.
This is not my, this is, didn't you see my video of me making the bellini? The blender is not my,
Oh yeah.
it's not in my forte, I know.
So in the same saucepan that you guys use to cook your chilies in, you're gonna add your oil, thank you Vanna, your 2 tablespoons of oil, and you're gonna cook that till it heats up. Then you're gonna put your flour and your salt in. In the meantime, what you're gonna do is you're gonna strain the chili from the blender, and then you're gonna add it to the saucepan to cook.
Okay.
By that time, the flour and the oil will have a good consistency, and your salsa will get a little bit thicker because you don't want it too runny.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be runny. It's gonna be
Right.
runny, but you know what I mean. You
Like
don't
a
want
paste,
it
a little bit.
Correct,
Yeah.
a little bit.
Oh, very good. Good.
Right?
Yeah, that's good.
So it passed the taste test.
Finger looking good.
Finger looking good. All right. This is the paste, of course, and then there's the goodness. And that's Erika in her nice outfit. She's gonna go clubbing tonight in it. And hopefully she's gonna go find that little fish that's on her shirt. Luca? Oh my God, it's delicious, you guys. If I do say so myself. I wish I had a cocktail though. What kind of hostess are you?
Oh, I was waiting for you to finish your coffee from 7 hours ago that you're still drinking.
You want it to be almost the consistency of a cream of mushroom soup or a creamy soup. So like this. This is perfect actually. It's perfect, see?
Yeah.
Perfect. So once you finish cooking this for 10 minutes, you're gonna add the shredded pork.
If you're curious on what to give your family member for Christmas, a nice big bag of masa.
Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna put in the pork into the sauce. And then the magic happens. I know this is a small pot for a lot of you who have made tamales before. We're making a really small batch, which is very, very, I've never done a batch this small in my life. So my measurements, as far as the items that I purchased, are a little bit more than what we're using. Because we usually make about 200.
I wish YouTube had smell-o-vision, you guys.
We're working with limited resources here, guys. I think I know what Erika's getting for Christmas.
Excuse me, you literally came over with this thing.
Well, that's how you make tamales. What are you talking about? Not in this little macaroni and cheese pan.
Don't hate. We have Zoe here for supervision.
Yeah, I'm hoping that I drop something. Like I said, this pan doesn't do it
Okay,
justice,
quit
but-
giving issues
Well,
to the
just
pan.
saying- I'm just saying, so if you are going to make this, give yourself, I should have probably made it in the bigger pan, in the bigger stock pot, but it's fine, it's going to do the job. I'm just saying, give yourself plenty of room.
If these come out bad, $50 says she blames it on the pot, you guys.
They're not going to come out bad. So what we're doing now is we are doing the assembly of the tamal now. So what you want to do is you want to get your hoja, your corn husk, and spread it on the soft side. There's a soft side and then there's a rough side. Sometimes it's hard to tell, but just do your best. And what you do is you're going to get the masa and you're going to spread it, but you don't want to go that high. You want to go, you want it about like that. So you want to leave probably about, I don't know, maybe 4 inches
From the bottom.
from the bottom or top, whatever. So
And you're going all the way to the top up here.
yes, and I call this the bottom. So I call this the bottom and this the top. So it's almost like a dress. The top of the dress, you should have some area for the breast area, right? And for the bodice, I guess. And then the bottom part should be covered. So what I do is I put meat, and you don't want to put the meat all the way to the bottom either. You want to give it some room. So we are generous with the meat, so be generous, because there's nothing worse than getting a tamale that has a sliver of meat and all masa. That's not cool. Anyway.
I like a lot of both though, because I like mine with a lot of masa.
Okay, and that's fine. You can make yours extra thick then. Just make sure that you put plenty of meat in. Anyway, so what you want to do is, it doesn't matter which side you flip it. So you flip one side, then you flip the other side, okay? You tuck it in nice, and then what you're going to do is you're going to flip this, the tail, and you're just going to flip it up. And that's it. That's
Mexican Christmas present.
That's right. Spread it how you want it, but make sure that when you're spreading, that you cover the entire hoja, the entire corn husk. Everybody has their own technique. I know that they sell spreaders for this, but you know, I grew up.
What?
There's this plastic tool that people use to spread the masa on the tamal.
Does it help? Like, have you used it?
Yeah, I have never used it. I'm just so used to using a spoon, because that's just the way we were taught, and the way my family has always done it. I mean, you know, back to my great grandmother. This masa is really good.
It smells so good. I don't know why I'm like really attracted
Probably
to
reminds you
this
of grandpa.
Maybe. I was telling my mom, like the moment she opened up the masa, it gave me some sort of like it triggered a memory. And I'm definitely like that with smell for some reason. I know a lot of people say that, like it's scent triggers memories, but I think that's like for sure true for me.
Growing up, both sides of my family would make tamales, but my dad, he was a chef de cuisine, so he would basically do everything from scratch, as would my mom's side. But my father was extremely particular about how he did everything. So the kids were very involved in that, and he would make sure that they knew how to make these. But obviously, I think it's been a little while since we've had the whole family get together and do it. But I think this year we're gonna do it again. It's beautiful, and see how nice it looks inside. I don't know if you can see, but
We'll give them a close up.
okay.
But this is like, I'm glad, you know, that you guys are getting an appreciation for how pretty they look. But wait till we eat them.
Yeah,
That's my favorite part.
absolutely. Growing up, my great-grandmother, grandmother, my parents never wasted anything, as we don't. And sometimes in your package, or oftentimes, or probably all the time, you're gonna come across a lot of hojas or corn husks that are perfect like this. They're the perfect size for one tamal. You're gonna run across pieces like this. So what we would do is we would, and I'll show you, we would make a makeshift tamal out of these. So we would put 3 together, and the masa is utilized as a glue,
Like
if you
binding
would.
them.
As binder, exactly. It is intended for salty tamales. So like Erika had said, I believe earlier, there's such a variety of tamales, of all flavors, both sweet and salty. We prefer the salty ones.
Do you like the sweet ones?
I do not.
I do not like the sweet ones.
And I think it's because we weren't really, I don't know.
Like brought up eating those?
Yeah, and it wasn't something that was normal in our household. Anyway, so now I'm assembling the poor little tamal that needed some help here.
Oh my god, you should write the children's book.
What?
The Poor Little Tamal. Sounds like a children's book.
All I do is I just kind of bind it all together now. That's it. Put the
Look at
filling
you,
in.
talented.
So this is for Friendsgiving, huh?
Well, DisGiving. Jocelyn put this together.
Okay.
Just as he did last year. Remember we did the charcuterie board?
Yeah, that was fun, I remember.
Everyone loved you in that video.
Really?
Yeah, probably not so much this one.
Why? Is it not as fun?
Yeah,
Why?
and because you're reading the recipe from your phone. See guys, I'm applying the lesson my mom has already taught us. You see that?
You're a quick learner, Erika.
I'm so quick. You guys are so lucky that you have this on a YouTube video. You can come back and watch this tutorial anytime.
Master tamale
Oh
making.
my god, tamale tutorial. There's the title.
Smarty. I think it's great that Jasem did this and that he thought of everybody.
Yes, Jocelyn is very inclusive.
I like that. Inclusive even to the elders. Thank you, Jasem. And I'm sorry, I know that there's like the Mexican joke of like, why do Mexicans make tamales on Christmas so they have a gift to open up? You can talk crap all you want. I love opening up a tamale, okay? There is some happiness to opening it up. It's like you know you're about to eat something so good.
Yeah, I agree with you. Well, and you know what? I also think they taste so much better when you make them, right? Because
I'll get back to you. I'll let you know.
All right.
Oh my gosh,
Ah.
we did it, you guys. Can you guys see that? We gotta show them.
Just flip them around so you guys can see the good part. Now it's time for these babies to go in the hot tub.
Yeah, you don't want your tamales to touch the water. That's cardinal rule. And you just want to stack them the best way you can. See that?
This seems
almost
difficult, yeah.
It's like Tetris almost. It is difficult. And you have a couple more. I think I'll put them on. Then what you want to do is you're going to put hojas over them.
Over them, like no lid, just the hojas?
No, I put the hojas and then I put the lid.
Okay.
Everybody does it different, like I said, so this is the way I do it.
So pretty much she's saying if you don't do it this way, don't tell us in the comments.
Exactly.
And then set it and forget it. Just kidding. Don't forget it.
So there. It's closed, so we're gonna let them sit for maybe 30, 40 minutes.
Okay.
We'll check. One thing you always want to remember is to make sure that there's plenty of water in there. You don't ever want your water to run out. So I check mine probably every 10 minutes.
This is probably one I made.
10 out of 10.
All right, you guys, that is going to do it for our DisGiving video this year. Please don't forget to check out all of the other people that are participating in this collaboration. It's so fun to see people bring out their traditions or the Disney spins that they're putting on like everyday recipes. So I can't wait to see what everyone else came up with. But that's gonna do it for me for now. I wanna thank you for taking time out of your day to watch this video, and I hope to see you back again for the next one. Bye. Also, if I look like, you know, what is it, Real Housewives of San Diego, it's because I'm trying to look like that. We're trying to get Juliana into a school, okay? Cut me some slack.
What Mama do?
Yeah, mommy over with her big butt. Mommy's butt is in the way. Look,
What was that?
Mama's big butt.
What was
Start
that?
rolling? Yes.
Oh shit, sorry.
I'm leaving that in there. You guys see how my mom treats me? So more to love.
I'm preparing the dry spices for the red sauce while the chilies cook. So far I've put in
Not the banana prop phone holder. No.
And you can see
it. The recipe, she knows it by heart.
I do. I just can't remember what the measurements are. I know it's comino, black pepper, onion powder, garlic.
And you're trying to pretend like you know it, and you can see it in the viewfinder.
I know, but aren't you gonna crop it? You can't crop it, no? Okay, so maybe I need to hide it better. Maybe like in between.
And the best thing is I hear you starting over the same take, like multiple times.
How about this? There.
That's good, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so what we're doing now, we're preparing all the dry ingredients. So what we're doing now is Erica Nicole quit.
So unnatural, Mom.
All the chilies blended. What we're gonna do is we're gonna transfer.
Hold on, start over.
I'm gonna hide right here.
You're fake Mexican, man. Is she even Mexican, guys?
All right.
What's up, everyone? Erica here.
Debbie here.
Mom. Madre.
Every time we do this is when it's like
Okay.
it's unnatural.
Okay.
Okay. What's up, everyone? What's up, everyone? Erica here.
Y su mamá.
Okay, that was even more unnatural.
Okay. Well, because we're making tamales.
Okay, so we're down to like what's last of the meat, so never, you guys, tell me you're not a YouTuber without telling me you're not a YouTuber. My mom started to give you guys instructions when she pressed the blender, and then I start talking and she scrapes the thing.
Sorry, I know.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
I need to get that every last piece of carne. Okay.
Okay.